if I'm dying tomorrow with cancer, I will celebrate today by bantering all Chelsea fans and all Spurs and all United fans. I honestly could. Hello, hello, hi. Welcome back to my channel. It's Uchit in the other segment that we always do on this channel, the Dial Square Football Show. If you guys are new here, please subscribe. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of February. Small targets, but big dreams. Cause why not? We're all running behind the bag, right? So Arsenal have played a very frustrating game in my point of view. But to help me get more perspective or probably share the same point of view and to rate the entire team and how we did, and also going to talk about the biggest news that broke out last week. To talk about all of it, let's bring on our special guest, Salman.
Hey everyone, I'm back. Um, so, um, so I would like to begin my introduction. I'll try to do this every week, but let's see if it's possible. But I'm going to bring to you an interesting fact about Arsenal for today. In 1893, Arsenal were the first team from the south of England to join the Football League. So, for those of you who are not aware, before the Football League was mainly situated in the Midland areas of England or even the northern side of England.
Hmm.
So, Arsenal were actually the first southern team because London is towards the south of England to join the Football League in 1893. So, yeah, another first for Arsenal.
Well, that's an interesting news, and yeah, like I said to you guys, I kind of promised you that you will have a good co-host with me taking care of this segment, not because he's just an attractive man and very eligible for marriage, but also for the fact that he is very good with his numbers and stats and history, like you guys can see. So I'm really glad that he's there on this segment. It took some time to convince him to somehow set up the system wherever he is, in spite of the technical issues that he had at home or wherever he is. But yeah, I'm really glad this is happening. Okay, enough of waffle, enough of going away from everything and talking about fields, love, and friendship, all that. Let's get to the point that we both are here for. What's your general perspective about the entire game? What do you think, and how do you think the game went?
Honestly, it was many matches with Arsenal when you'll watch the match, we
Hmm.
dominate and we don't score. We get frustrated at halftime. We'll be like, oh, is it going to be the same thing,
Hmm.
a counter attack, and we lose the match? But yesterday, I didn't feel that way, to be honest.
Hmm. Hmm.
With the Nottingham Forest match, I was like, I think everyone looked sharper in our team.
Okay.
Like honestly, and I would say the biggest plus was Saka looking really good and sharp.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I was like, yeah, I think we will break them down eventually. That was my feeling,
Okay.
and it did come. And yeah, after 2-0, it was like, yeah, we should see this through. And then the ending got a bit frustrating for
Hmm.
sure. And every Arsenal match is like Indian food in a way, like thoda masala. We need a little masala in the end. Like, you know, uh, in India, everyone has a little bit, even if the food is cooked properly, just put a little bit salt in there and just for the taste. Yeah, we need that. Like,
Hmm.
we cannot win healthily in a way.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
We
Hmm.
just want to create drama. But all in all,
Hmm.
I enjoyed that game, to be honest. I liked, really felt like we were sharp
Hmm.
and we were up for the match.
Okay.
So I liked that.
You know what? The more we talk about this, probably we'll have a lot more perspectives coming out. So, we'll use this to rate our place and then we'll discuss a lot more about it. So, you know what? We'll bring it to the first 11 that we have that started. David Raya. What is your opinion? We'll start with you.
Yeah, basic game. Raya had nothing to do all game,
Huh.
and
Agreed.
the goal was not his fault. Like there's no chance, no keeper is saving that one.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So yeah, I would say 6.5. It's like you
6.5.
can't
Huh. Basic
fault
game.
the
Yeah.
game. Yeah, basic game.
Hmm.
Yeah,
If it was a clean sheet, I would give him a 7 because it's a clean sheet. But
yeah, same.
a basic game, he didn't have much to do, simple things. 6.5, and like you said, the goal is not his fault, so 6.5 seems to be fair. Next, right back, Ben White.
Uh, um, if you remember last episode, I said
Hmm.
about Ben White and I spoke about his attacking deficiencies.
Hmm.
But honestly, it was one of his better games yesterday, like the Forest game.
Hmm.
I felt he was linking up with Saka well,
Hmm.
and he and Saka were good in tandem
Hmm.
in against that match.
Hmm.
Um, but again, he gets like his runs are amazing. He has great IQ, but
Hmm.
he's very bad in crossing. Like,
Hmm.
he has like I notice it. I don't know, maybe others have, but
Hmm.
he has only that one cross that floated
Hmm.
in the middle of the box,
Hmm.
or nothing else. He doesn't have that, put it in the back post, put it at the front post.
Oh yeah.
There are different types of crosses.
Hmm.
He
Hmm.
doesn't like look up. He just puts it in like something will happen.
Hmm.
But that's not how crossing really works. So that's where I really feel that he can improve. But honestly, I can't fault his game a lot
Hmm.
yesterday. It was a good game. I would give him the clean sheet taking away removes point 0.5 for me, so 7. I would give Ben White 7.
7. Okay. Centre back pairing, Magalhaes and Saliba.
Yeah, it's difficult to rate the center back pairing in such a game
Hmm.
where they had nothing to do.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do the things well. When we are pressing high up, they bring their high line.
Hmm.
They ping the balls.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was good. But honestly, at not Gabriel but Saliba, I felt let himself down with that. Like he was with that goal. Like
Hmm.
I honestly felt he should have defended it better
Hmm.
because I agree Avani is a good striker and he's physical,
Hmm.
but Saliba was easily pushed off the ball for me too
Hmm.
easily. And we know that he's good physically. It's not like he's a meek defender in a way.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I would say Gabriel 7.5 and Saliba 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm. I would give them
Bec-
both
I
7.
feel
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
because
go ahead.
honestly I'm feeling that I don't know if this is going to be unpopular in a way, but this season
Hmm.
for some reason, especially November onwards or November start onward, I feel Gabriel is overtaking Saliba as our better center back.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, I honestly feel that. Even I noticing some of the mistakes or goals I are considering is coming more towards Saliba's side than through Gabriel's side. I'm feeling like that,
Ha ha ha.
but I don't. But this is going to be really unpopular because Saliba is like
A
almost
fan.
untouchable in a lot
Huh.
of Arsenal fans'
True, true,
days,
true.
but I feel Gabriel is at least the second half of the season.
Hmm.
He has been better than Saliba.
In the people's eye, Saliba is like the greatest defender that they have in the present era, but they're starting to give Magalhaes his flowers. I guess that also comes in, but for the match rating, I feel both of them are a 7. Saliba had good moments where he was able to like dribble past or like create that passes for Raya or create that angles for Raya to pass it to him. At the same time, he did have that mistake in conceding that goal. Whereas with Magalhaes, I felt he was taking a lot more time to like get the ball into the midfield so that they can transition. I felt he was keeping the ball a lot more than just like keeping it ticking. So
Hmm.
maybe because of my frustration, I felt like that, or genuinely he was like that. So in my opinion, he's a 7. Yeah. Zinchenko. You know what? Zinchenko, I will start. First off, my god, all Zinchenko did, or basically the entire defense was like, you know what, we are going to create a new, we're going to create a new record. We are going to kill them with genuinely 1,000 passes. Like we're going to live through that phase, kill them by 1,000 passes. I think the last time I saw a team have 1,000 passes in an entire game was Barca when. I forgot the manager. They had 1,002 or 1,003 passes in an entire game. The entire first half was like passing it like between defenders from left to right, left to right, left to right. Yes, that has not just been Zinchenko's mistake, that has been with the entire team because the moment you start seeing second half, right, I felt the passes were more brave. In the second half, I know what happened. Probably Arteta spoke to them or like through the kitchen sink at them saying that be more aggressive, be more proactive. That's when the passes were much more braver, much more like a defense, a line breaking, you could say in footballing terms. So that's when I felt second half Zinchenko was much better than the first of Zinchenko. Again, first half the entire team was like just trying to do something I didn't understand. So just for that sake, I would give him a solid 7, nothing more than 7.
But I felt even in those dull moments, he produced one pass for ESR, which was really good in the
True,
first
true,
half.
true. My bad. I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
That that pass is really difficult, like especially coming from a left back to do that. Like
Hmm.
it was a brilliant pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Midfield. What do you think? Declan Rice.
Declan Rice, yeah, he's like there's no words to say about Declan Rice. His consistency is amazing. Like
Hmm.
it's so good it's refreshing to see in a way. In the first half, I felt he was too safe with his passing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like as you say, we as a team we were very safe, but
Hmm.
Declan Rice itself, I felt was much more safer.
Hmm.
He was not like kind of putting the balls in the dangerous positions.
Hmm.
But second half again he was good. So a mistakeless performance, which is all right, is always going to be like a 7-8. But I don't go 8, so I'll stay with 7. Yeah,
Same. Same.
7 for
Same point.
yeah.
Odegaard.
Oh, Odegaard, um, first half he was good.
Hmm.
I felt he was good.
Hmm.
He was opening up the good or a lot of good attacks were coming from the right side.
Hmm.
He's interlinking with White and Saka was very good.
Hmm.
And again in second half he was also very good. He created the chance for Jesus, and there's no more to say. His work rate is
Hmm.
brilliant as a captain. He
Hmm.
sets the example. So I will deviate from 7 and I'll go with 7.5 for Odegaard.
I kind of
Yeah.
agree with that too because I've kind of criticized him that he's being very. I mean, not criticized. I've said that the system isn't allowing us to like use Odegaard that well. But I think in this game, him being in a deeper position and then carrying it and then laying it off to players to do something kinda was the catalyst for us to create chances. I think because I kind of saw
Hmm.
that in this game. I couldn't see that in the previous games. Probably I was blindsided by the fact that oh he's playing very deep. He can't create for shit. I think he had a shot that he could have taken, but he tried to lay it off in the D box where he could have taken the shot. But again, I guess it comes from a confidence thing where he hasn't been shooting that often in matches, so maybe he lost that mentality to just take a shot like how he did
Hmm.
last season. But yeah, 7.5. I agree. Emil Smith Rowe.
Oh, it was almost like a party pre-match from us, a lot of Arsenal fans.
Exactly.
It was like a prodigal son returning. It was like it was
Mm-hmm.
crazy. Like, but yeah, it was. I was very happy
Mm.
also to
Mm.
see ASR back. Like, it's always good to see Haaland,
True.
deserving Haaland talent to come, and to no like I have my views on like Haaland.
Mm.
Just because it's Haaland, we shouldn't,
Mm.
say a player is good
Mm.
or
Mm.
be extra protective of a player
Mm.
just because
Mm.
of Haaland.
Mm.
ESR, the narrative was again like he had a great match or he
Mm.
had an amazing match,
Mm.
but I would again, isolate myself from those views.
Same. Mm.
He had a good match.
Mm.
He had a good match. I won't say he was bad,
Mm.
but again, on the veins of Declan Rice, nothing too special.
Mm.
He did good. He had a good movement.
Mm.
He connected well with Martinelli. I
Mm.
will agree with that.
Mm.
But it didn't have a wow moment or
Mm.
didn't actually influence the match as I know he could.
True.
So seven,
Mm.
7 out of 10 for me
Mm.
also. Yes, yeah.
I would have given him a 6.5 because it looked like a game for him to come back to match fitness. But I kind of
Hmm.
realized, like after the game, I sort of like realized, okay, why was I seeing a lot of Martinelli getting the free time or the ball to come inside and all that was why? Because MS Mitra was the one making those underlapping runs or like creating that space wide so that Martinelli can come inside. So that's when I realized, you know what? This is somewhat similar to the system that we were trying to replicate from last season, but with better ball carrying ability in Smithrow. So in
Yeah.
that way, 7. But in terms of his entire performance and everything, I would give him just a
Hmm.
6.5 because it's great. Like, that aura that, oh, Smith Rowe, our boy from
Hmm.
2021, the
Yeah.
god, the savior who took us from the depression by scoring that goal against Chelsea back in lockdown. I get the entire aura. But let's be objective about it, right?
Yeah.
It's a game clearly trying to make him understand his role that he needs to do there. At the same time, get him to match fitness, which I feel was perfect. So that's why a 6.5 or a 7. You know what? Since it's Halen and it's our Emil Smith Rowe, I'll give him a 7.
That line you said right now, being objective, it's like a kryptonite of our football fans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's one of the rarest things to find in football.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Our attacking line. Where do you want to start? My favorite Martinelli or Arsenal's star boy Saka or Twitter's favorite meme Jesus. Which one do you want to go to?
Let's start with Martinelli.
Martinelli.
Yeah, Martinelli is has a like his endeavor, his like his running, his stamina is like always really good, and
Hmm.
I think he had a good game. He didn't have a bad game.
Hmm.
I really liked the moments where he stopped running in circles and at least gave the ball away, like gave the ball to Zinchenko or
Hmm.
ESR.
Hmm.
Yeah, so but again, one or two moments I felt he could have crossed better
True.
or he could have crossed
True.
earlier.
True. True.
But again, just the things he
Hmm.
brings to the team,
Hmm.
it's amazing.
Hmm.
His directness, his pace, and he's also a very cold finisher, as we all
Yeah.
know. Uh, so I seven again. It's like for this game, I don't have anyone below seven. Like it's like a very good game, for us in outfield. So
7.
I would say seven for yeah. I would say seven for Martinelli.
Okay.
So I think
Jesus.
next would be Jesus. I know, I know you have your frustrations
I,
with him,
dude,
but
I'm
honestly,
I'm
yeah,
generally not a very angry person who like loses his shit. Probably I will lose it only when it is like, my God, how can you do that when you are at that level? That sitter, you can't tell me otherwise. You legit can't tell me otherwise. Like, how did he miss that damn
yeah,
sitter and then go and score from that that stupid angle like you're not supposed to score from? Just make it make sense. Like, I was genuinely frustrated. Probably if I had, I'm not saying anything to get cancelled, but yeah, I was genuinely very frustrated.
no, in a nutshell, that match was what is great about Jesus and what is bad about Jesus because he was really
Mm-hmm.
good the entire match, and his his link up, his holding play, his like passing, everything is up to the mark. And then he goes and misses one of the best
Uh
moves we
huh.
had this whole season, and he goes
Like
and misses that miss,
that goal,
and
probably
then
Wenger would have like been like this. He would be,
yeah.
dude. You have no idea. The entire
Yeah, it was a
game
great goal.
during that halftime thing where I break down the statistics and the and what I do with the like giving my own perspective
Hmm.
apart from statistics. I was like telling guys, we're doing everything but creating chances and everything. The second half starts, we create a chance, and what do we do? Jesus hits inside of the post. Normally, when it hits the inside of the post, what happens? It goes inside. No, for us, it just goes outside. How does it happen when you hit
Uh,
insides of the post? Like how? Yeah, so it was genuinely
yeah.
frustrating.
No, but that's the thing. At that moment, he frustrates you, and then in the end, he
That's
decided the
true.
game on his own. He scored the goal and he assisted the goal. So second goal. So I honestly, that moment was frustrating. But if you see the match as a whole,
Hmm,
he was
hmm, hmm,
very good, and I won't
hmm,
fault him much, because he made amends,
hmm,
and that's what you want eventually. So I gave 7.5 to Gabriel, and I gave
hmm.
7.5 to Odegaard. I think, but honestly, the way his goal and
Huh.
assist, I would
I
have to give
I
an
kind
8
of agree
to
now
Jesus for
because now
that
I'm
game.
cool down. But at that
Yeah,
moment, I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter what.
yeah. I
Eight.
would say 8
Yeah,
for
fair.
Jesus.
Agreed. 8.
Amazing. Finally, we are seeing Saka of the world after
Hmm.
a long time. It's been so long. This season, his numbers are
Uh
up to
huh.
the mark for sure. But from the beginning of the season, it's been like, where is the Saka
Hmm. Hmm.
we know, we like? Even the matches he played well, we were like, something's off. Yesterday, finally, I felt okay. Saka
Hmm.
of the old of last season,
Hmm.
season
Hmm.
before that is
Hmm.
coming back. His goal was well taken on his right, which is
Hmm.
his
Hmm. Hmm.
weaker foot. So that's good to see. He looked sharper. His
Hmm.
passing looked sharper. His decision making looked better. But in the end, I would say he was as
Hmm.
influential as
Hmm.
Odegaard because he scored. So I would keep my rating to 7.5 for Saka also.
In spite of
Yeah.
that goal, I would still give him a 7. Like, how can a left winger, a left-footed left winger, be so shit with his left foot that entire game, and he gets one chance on his right foot and he scores a damn goal. Like, it was like such a good goal. A right-footed player would have been proud of that goal. Like, how did he mess up his entire left foot shots? Like, he didn't. It's not like he went even on target. Like away from target like that, or went
Yeah,
above
yeah.
the
He had
goal
one or
post.
two
Like, bro,
shots.
you are a left footer. How are you shooting on target, like a proper goal with a right foot on your weaker foot, and then with your own strong left foot you're like skying everything? Like, you can't be like Dembele saying that
Mm.
what is your best foot. Being a right foot, where do you play on the left side? Like, bro, you're not him. You're Bukayo Saka. You are left-footed with a decent right foot. You should be scoring with your left foot, not with your right foot. Yeah, it is genuinely was like stupid for me, but yeah.
I agree. I
Hmm.
kind of agree with 7, but I felt there were moments he won the ball high up, so I
Ha.
have
Hmm.
increased point 5. There are one or two moments where those are
Hmm.
we miss that a lot this season. We
True,
don't
true.
win
Like
it as high
many
up,
of the times,
so
like
I like
when there
that
were
to see.
passes to the
Mm.
right side, I was like, oh, okay, Saka's there, and then he beats. The best part, he was carrying the ball into the middle. So
Mm.
yeah, I kind of agree with you. You know what? Forget my frustration for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with us. I agree with the 7.5. You know what? We still have a substitutions. We'll go very
Yeah.
quickly with this. In my opinion, Jesus. I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
sorry, Eddie, very basic game, so 6.5. Jorginho, in my opinion, was a 7. Kivior, I did not see him anytime once he came on. It's basically when they lifted the thing saying that, oh, Kivior is coming on. Apart from that, I've not seen him any other time. Kivior, basic 6.5. Trossard, in my opinion, is a 7.5, Havertz, since because he almost created that goal or was part of the reason why we scored that second goal, I will give him a 7.5. What's your opinion regarding all the substitutes?
Uh, so I'd go Eddie
Hmm.
and give your 6,
Hmm.
Jorginho 6.5, Havertz 7.5. Ooh,
Hmm.
stretch for me to be honest. I think yeah he
Hmm.
did create the goal in a
Hmm.
way from by that pass. But I'll
Hmm.
agree with you. 7.5.
Hmm.
He was good. Yeah, and Trossard again I agree with
Oh,
you. 7.
Havertz.
His
Sorry to cut you off. I kind of remembered why I kind of rated Havertz higher, because so when Smith Rowe came on, right? Like I said, he was trying to get into match fitness and trying to make sure that we replicate the system that we had from last year. By doing so, he was
mm,
trying to. So when there were two defenders on him, he was not trying to get away from them. He was more like getting. He was just stuck behind the defenders. What Havertz did was to show
yeah, yeah.
what exactly. Yeah, not just
Get
getting
in
the
the
box.
box.
Like, though if he's being marked, he was like moving away. So when the defenders are moving with him,
His
exactly. So
movement
I
is
felt
really
like
good.
Smith Rowe could have
Mm,
learned from him, or that was
yeah.
somewhat missing when Smith Rowe was on and then Havertz came on. So that's.
I mean, that's what they say
Hmm.
when you have a good squad.
Exactly,
Players can learn
exactly.
from
So
players.
yeah, I
So,
kind of
mm.
remembered why I rated Havertz a lot
So
more.
and Trossard, yeah,
Hmm,
7,
hmm,
great ball retention in the end, and like the great he kept the ball at the main
hmm.
time. So yeah, that's all for subs. Nothing
Arteta's
more to say, to be
substitutions,
honest.
anything, any ratings that you want to give for that?
There's nothing like in a managing sense,
Hmm,
not
hmm,
much in
hmm.
that match, to be honest. I'll go with 8 because it's a win in
True,
the end, and
true.
that's the
8.
managers.
I agree. 8.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our ratings, guys. If you want to know more about this ratings, or if you want more content like this, do like it. Do like our content. We'll go to the next part of this segment. It is to talk about the elephant in the room. That is the Klopp effect. Klopp leaving Liverpool, and then Xavi saying that I'm leaving Barca as well, and then the entire news breaking out that, oh, Xabi might go to Liverpool, and our Arteta, our Wenger son, might go to Barca. My personal opinion, if Xabi is sensible, he will not leave to Liverpool now already. Obviously, Liverpool will get a good or a decent manager by then, and probably Xabi will try to aim for the 2025 Real Madrid job. I think when Ancelotti's contract ends, or I'm not sure when exactly, but I think he would probably aim for the Real Madrid job, which is bigger than Liverpool, obviously. And with the entire Arteta going to Barca was probably links just put by Barca journalists, which completely was killed off by all the um uh, reliable sources from Twitter. So yeah, I never had a doubt that Arteta would have left Arsenal anyways.
Yeah. Like, I don't think there's any Arsenal fan in the world for a second also thought that
Oh no,
Arteta is
trust me.
leaving
Like
us for
since
Barcelona.
I'm very active on Twitter, there were like bunch of fans who were like kind of happy that Arteta might leave. Surprisingly or not, many rival fans were happy that Arteta might leave. But I guess this kind of answers the question that oh, do
Yeah,
they rate Arteta or not? Well, guess what?
I,
This
I,
completely changed everything, guys.
yeah, that's what I saw. One or two rival fans, one or two rival fans with the
Hmm.
lions on their badge, saying their manager goes to a final, which is
Uh-huh.
the Carabao Cup final, and Arteta runs away. It made me laugh. No disrespect to
Hmm.
Chelsea, like,
Hmm.
they are going through the process, and reaching a final is still a big thing. But come on, no one's running away because you reached a Carabao Cup final. If they run away, maybe it's because you reach a Champions League final, or come back to the Premier League four again. But whatever, that's a maybe a joke or
I
something.
mean,
That's
like, yeah,
fine.
reaching a final shouldn't be taken easily, even after investing $1 billion in your squad, and like trying to overhaul the entire thing with just 1 billion shouldn't be just disregarded. So I guess they should be given respect, like in spite of just investing 1 billion into their squad and more. So
Uh,
yeah, we should give respect to that. Yeah, that should be the minimum, right? That should be the minimum. But I guess it's Chelsea, it's
yeah.
a new squad. Wherever heard that when a
No,
team has new young players, they should be respected. But guess what? I guess that narrative doesn't fit the Arsenal agenda, isn't it? Right? But I guess 1 billion changes everything.
let's come back to we were saying about, yeah, Arteta. People, like, it's like, sometimes
Hmm.
you make a joke or you make a prank, and then some people, you'll understand what is their
Hmm.
true feelings about someone. And as you said, some people are
Hmm.
happy Arteta is leaving,
Hmm.
which is crazy to me. I don't know what more. I, and maybe we can discuss this as a topic in our
Hmm.
next episode. But let's come to the big guy,
Yeah.
Klopp leaving Liverpool. You know, you're a Arsenal fan, I'm an Arsenal fan, and
Hmm.
a lot of rival fans are there. But Klopp is like
Hmm.
such a likable figure. I'll miss Klopp. Honestly,
Hmm.
I was taken aback. The impact of Klopp is
Yeah.
it's too much to me. Like, because uh, before Klopp, uh, I generally saw a lot of managers not being like a
Hmm. Hmm.
player's manager in a way. They were more like manager is
Hmm. Hmm.
authoritative person. But Klopp just has that aura that he can be authoritative, but he can also be like a
True. True.
friend to the players.
Hmm.
It's amazing to see that the way he can, as a people's
Hmm. Hmm.
person, he's really good. Klopp took this city to the
Hmm.
levels
Hmm.
which were unbelievable.
Hmm.
98 points
True.
is a runner-up
Yeah. Yeah.
position. Imagine today Arsenal finish 98
Uh,
points and we don't win the league title.
the final against Spurs. Yeah. Probably I celebrated more than a Liverpool fan because it was against Spurs. But yeah.
Yeah,
Genuinely. Yeah,
I
yeah,
think we
we
watched that
did,
match
we
together,
did
if
pay
I'm not
about like
wrong.
what 30 to 40, 30, 40 bucks to
Uh,
sit in the cinema theater to watch that final. I got a lot of stick from my parents. Why? Because I spent like 30, 40 reals on trying to watch a final in the cinema theater. So yeah, it is what it is. He's a great
but
manager, a fabulous human being as
that,
well.
I think, other than
Hmm.
last season's run-in, that was probably the most tense I've ever been in my life.
Ha.
That final.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That final was, it was
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
so much tension. Like, I was not, I don't, I like Liverpool, but I'm not a fan of Liverpool. But I don't think I've ever prayed for a
Yeah,
Liverpool win
exactly.
more. Like,
Hmm.
I was like, I don't care
Hmm.
how they win it. I don't care if it's one
Spurs should
zero.
not
Just
win
win
the
that match,
Premier. Should
please.
not win the Champions League. We can't.
I think just for that, Klopp has a special place in all Arsenal fans' hearts. Like they will never forget. Like they will always
Hmm.
be grateful for that. Yeah,
Hmm.
but coming to Xavi, Xavi he won a La Liga,
Hmm.
so that's amazing. Uh, but I don't know. I just never got that managerial vibes from Xavi. Like that. I don't know. Like there's like uh, there's a manager and there's a coach. Like I always felt Xavi was more
Hmm.
like a coach than a manager. Like
Hmm.
I just felt that way. And even then, tactically, there were some matches where he really lost it. Like there would be some matches where Barca would
Hmm.
be out tactic. Like so, I kind of saw it coming to be honest. And I feel, to be honest, I feel Xavi saw that anyway
Hmm.
I might be going here. Like and this is
Hmm.
a club where I'm a legend at. Let me leave when
Hmm.
I'm having some stock and some kind of
Hmm.
respect from the fans. And he told, okay, I'm going away. And I hate Barcelona. Like I don't know if like it's not because of Arsenal and what
Hmm.
happened with Barcelona. It's like
Hmm.
from the beginning I
Hmm.
hated Barcelona. I don't know why. And but you got to admire what that team was, and you got to lament at the
Hmm.
fact that what the team is now.
Hmm.
Like it's sad because you know people have this discussion with even like what would happen if Chelsea go down or what would happen if Spurs go down or United go down. But in the end, yeah, they're your rivals, and you
Hmm.
always want to be with them, and you
Hmm.
always want them to be good. Even though Chelsea is bad, and I
Hmm.
kind of enjoy it now that okay, we'll
Hmm.
make fun of Chelsea, but to have that battles at the top of the table is more fun to me. Like I would prefer Chelsea, the bigger clubs to be good because that's when football feels like football.
I mean,
Like yeah, that's
to
for
say
me.
that bigger clubs being good, like, yeah, I agree. It's probably very controversial as well, but like,
No, merit is
huh,
merit in football in the end. I agree, but I'm saying in
okay,
a nostalgic point of view. When I see
hmm,
Chelsea being good, Barca being good, it's like for me like childhood because
huh,
those clubs
huh,
were good when I was in child
hmm,
when I was young. Like when I see Arsenal being really good now, it's not nostalgia for me. It's a
true,
completely new
true,
feeling.
true,
Like, yeah. So
hmm,
that's what I'm saying. So when I was a child, I would imagine let
hmm,
Arsenal compete with these teams. But now that Arsenal is good, these teams
hmm,
are going a bit down. So that for me is like a bit
hmm,
like
hmm,
something's void missing. Like now
hmm.
beating Chelsea is fun, but beating Chelsea when they're good would be even more better. Like
I
yeah,
don't care
for
beating
me,
Chelsea any day and bantering my friends all days. What I live and breathe for. Like I honestly don't give a shit. Like you're looking at me, right? I honestly do not give a shit if Chelsea are good or bad. With the day we're beating Chelsea, I am celebrating like there's no tomorrow. Like I honestly couldn't give two shits. If I'm dying tomorrow with cancer, I will celebrate today by bantering all Chelsea fans and all Spurs and all United fans. I honestly couldn't give two shits. I honestly couldn't give two shits.
now, Xabi Alonso is the
True, true.
intriguing like
Mm-hmm.
piece in all of this. The fan in me wants to see Xabi
Yeah,
Alonso in
Arteta
Premier
versus
League.
Javi would be
Like
like, yeah,
Xavi,
exactly.
like I don't hope for Pep to go, but if Pep, like I'm like waiting for Pep to just leave because not because I don't like Pep. Like I respect Pep, I like City, but I would like to see the
Hmm.
new crop of managers like try
Exactly.
to battle it out. Like because now that Klopp has left, there is no
Hmm.
peer
Hmm.
for Pep in the Premier League. Like he is
Hmm. Hmm.
peerless now in the Premier League. Like no one can touch him, and he has the best resources, and he's the best manager, and he's already the best 11, best squad. So like I don't see the
Hmm.
challenge for Pep. Like, but if Pep goes and someone new
Hmm.
comes in instead of Pep, and then the Premier League will be more exciting. Even though
Hmm.
it's already exciting, but then I could then seeing this Jabi versus Alonso versus Arteta, Eddie
Hmm.
House
Hmm. Hmm.
Newcastle coming up,
I mean,
then
Eddie Howe,
maybe Ten
there are
Hag.
enough rumors that Eddie Howe might get sacked at the end of the season. We don't know how far that is true, but yeah.
Mhm.
Now let's go to our
Yeah, yeah.
next segment, next part of our segment. Probably the most exciting one, where we predict the upcoming fixtures, the upcoming score lines for the top six teams. We'll go with the first one. not a headline game, but Brentford versus City.
Brentford has been playing
Hmm.
good since Tony has come back. Even they played
Hmm.
quite good against Spurs. They lost eventually, but um, wishful thinking, I would say two or
Hmm.
1-1 or something like that. But I'll be honest, 2-1 to City. I think City will get. I don't see City losing three times
Hmm.
in a row to Brentford. So yeah, 2-1, 2-1 to City. Yeah.
I somewhere feel it's going to be a late winner from Brentford, like a 1-0 or a 2-1 to
So
Brentford.
I hope
Um, yeah.
I hope
You know
you're
what?
right.
Just for the
Yeah.
spice of things, I'll say 1-0 Brentford. Next
Okay.
game, Manchester United versus West Ham.
Oh, it's very difficult to
Hmm.
predict United. Honestly, it's like I don't know what will step up and who
Exactly.
will step up, but uh, I'm going for a draw. I think it will be a draw. Uh, I don't think West Ham is scoring a
Hmm.
lot or something. I'd go 1-1. Yeah.
I feel it'll be a 1-0 win to United. 1-0 to United.
What's the
Everton
next game?
versus Tottenham at Goodison Park.
Oh, Everton is a what I don't know what season the what is happening. It's like crazy
Exactly.
drama. It is the kind of game which Everton could
Hmm.
pop up and just
True.
win also.
True. It's the
To
kind
be
of game that
honest, but
Tottenham would do a Tottenham.
I think Spurs has yeah, but I think
Hmm.
Spurs has been playing good. Let's give
Hmm.
credit where credit is due.
Yeah, Madison is back.
Madders is
Exactly.
back. Madison is back. Uh,
Hmm.
Richarlison is back at his
Hmm.
home ground and is in form. So I'll go 3-1 to Spurs and Richarlison to
3-1 to
score one at
Spurs.
least.
Hmm.
That's my
I
prediction.
I feel a 2-0 to
Yeah.
Spurs with probably a Madison assist. Chelsea versus Wolves.
I think Chelsea will win.
Hmm.
I think Chelsea will win. I'll go with 2-1 Chelsea in a tight game. Yeah.
I'm going 1-0 Wolves.
I would go with a Wolves win, but they don't have Hangwei Chan.
I
V
think
Chan
Pedro
is
Neto is
missing
back
from
if I'm not
Wolves.
wrong.
Yeah.
Arsenal versus Liverpool at the Emirates. Klopp doing his last dance
Last.
kind of run right now with Liverpool. Arteta has to get a win against Klopp, at least now before he ends his Liverpool era. So, what are your predictions for this Arsenal versus Liverpool game?
So first of all, I think I'll break Arsenal fans' hearts, but I don't think
Okay.
Arsenal is going to win. Uh, but I don't think we will lose also. So I think maybe you will call it the safe option, but I think Liverpool has a good attack, and our tormentor in chief
Ah,
Jota is back
yeah.
for them, and and I
Hmm.
think Trent will play, and
Hmm.
Van Dijk is back, and shall I change? Okay, let's hope for the best. Let's hope for Arsenal win. I think it will be a goal scoring affair.
3-2.
3-2 to Arsenal. Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going with a
yeah.
very, very, very safe prediction. 1-0 to Arsenal, probably somewhere like 44th minute a goal or an 80th minute goal. I do not know. Like, it's going to be a 1-0, but it's going to be like a time, that is like that half defining or the end of the match. Like, it could be like the 40 to 45 minute during that time they'll
Uh,
score, or in the 80 to
Understood.
90th minute they'll score.
I just feel Jota will back, so I cannot
Yeah,
go for a
obviously,
clean sheet for
please.
us.
I hope we
Yeah.
defend against that Buffalo. I swear he can't stop. 8 goals against Arsenal. Like, are you kidding me, bro? What kind of player are you? 8 goals. What is your damn issue, man? Yeah, that guy. Well,
Mm.
that's our prediction, guys. In the comment section, do let us know what are your predictions for each of the games that we've spoken about. Do let us know regarding what are your opinions regarding the managerial changes that are happening right now at Liverpool, at Barca. Do you think Xabi should come to Liverpool? Do you think Xavi should have taken a little bit more time to understand his role at Barca, or Barca shouldn't have taken this decision initially? Do let us know. And if you like this content, do subscribe more to this channel. Do switch on the bell icon, because we will be posting this part of the segment every time that Arsenal have played, either after the Champions League game or in the Premier League this season, but hopefully next season for all the league game, for all the cup games that we're going to play, FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League, Carabao Cup, probably even the Community Shield. We do not know. So yeah, let's hope we do well. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you again next game week. Until then, bye bye from my side.
Bye, guys. Come on, you gunners.
It's freaking 5:30, dude. I'm sleep deprived. Oh god.